Hi guys, good morning, hope you're all okay. Here's the next update. I think it's update 2 or 3, I think, so I haven't done many on this. Because it's not worth it, to tell you the truth. Every single step of the way of making this so far, it has tested me or there's been a problem. I'm now on to the Decalling stage, and even the Decals have tested me. Yesterday they ripped, they obliterated, they went invisible, you name it, everything that could happen happened with the Decals. So I am going to be so chuffed when this kit is done and dusted, because obviously the Decals are, some are broken and ripped and whatever else. I've had to use Decals for another version of the aircraft mixed in with the version that I wanted to do, so it's not a massive issue. I mean, I'm not a rivet counter by any stretch of the imagination, so I really don't care. As long as it looks okay at first glance, I aren't fussed. I was going for this option, which is the this version here on the front, but as you'll see in a bit, I've had to change it and do the same sort of version, but I've had to use sort of different decals on the tail and a couple here on the main fuselage. But I am so excited about doing just a simple armour kit, I can't tell you. So yeah, it's pushing me a lot. Sorry about that guys, I had to sort my son out, decided to get up too early. Yeah, so it's tested me every single way it can possibly test a modeler. It's done it. So yeah, it's the Revell kit. It's a new release from Revell, 2017 says there. It's Junkers ju88 A-4 and the kit number is 03935. Now it's a Revell boxing, however it's a reboxed of the ICM JU inside. It's got ICM written all over the sprues, so it has really made me think about buying another ICM kit. However, I know Tammy here have now gone into partnership with ICM, so with me loving Tammy here, I don't know, but anyway, we'll see. Obviously aircraft and Armour are different, so we'll see. But anyway, yeah, so there you go. So that's the kit box. Move this out of the way. So just so you know, this is the version I'm going to be doing, which is that version. Let's now put the extra lights on. So that's the version we're going to be doing, which is up there. I don't know if you can see it. However, so that's it. So that's that version. So the kit itself is here. Right. So it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad. However, because I've built it and sprayed it and whatever else, I know where all the mistakes are, and I've made it so the flaps move at the back here, whereas I haven't done it on the flaps at the bit here because they were just too complicated. The cockpit glass here looks a bit rough and that sealed because I've used this Microscale Industries Crystal Clear to glue it on with, because the machine guns, which I've painted separately and glossed separately, I need to stick in through the cockpits and that, which are there, and of course in 1/48 scale they're tiny. So let's see if you can see that. So yeah, what I've done is I've obviously painted them from reference pictures, so they've got like the brown handles, and then they've been satin black painted and then dry brushed with I think it's Vallejo steel, Vallejo Model Air steel, and then the bombs also underneath. You get 4 bombs 2 big ones, 2 little ones, that's the way I'm going to put it. I've airbrushed them with the cockpit colour, which it asks you for, chipped it with the sponge and the Vallejo steel again, and then dry brushed it around the edges and that, and on the tips, to make it look more like they've you know, been worn and dusted and whatever. Now I did do them separate with the thought of there's going to be decals to add on to them, which there normally is with a lot of bombs. However, there isn't. So I am going to put on 1 or 2 of the bombs a little slogan as though the crew have written on them, and I shall be using my white pastel chalky pencil, and I'm going to be putting Stalin on it, which is obviously for Stalin on it, like a little message that the crews used to do. So yeah, it's okay, it's not a bad little, you know, once you put it together and that. I've had to use filler all over the place. I've used filler down the joins there and there. I've used filler on the main part of the cockpit that's actually sealed, is the glass here. I've had to use filler down the sides there and there. Where else have we had to use filler? All along the main seam line. The fuselage I've had to use filler. I've had to use filler down here, use filler around there, you name it, and filler down the sides of the engine bays and that. So yeah, it's not great, I'm afraid. Again, it might just be me and being terrible and just coming back into aircraft modelling, so it might be terrible. One thing that I noticed with a lot of guys when they're doing aircraft and that, well, and Armour I suppose, they never do wear and tear on the wheels like the tyres, because I had a look at a few reference pictures, and obviously where they get worn straight down the middle and wherever else, I've added some chipping. So what I've done is I've sprayed the tyre, the black, with my usual go-to black, which is the Tamiya XF85, which is rubber black, and then I've chipped it with a sponge with MIG Ammo's rubber tyres, which is like a sort of a lighter black, which almost looks grey down it, to give it a bit of wear and tear. I've left the engine flaps open on one engine and not the other, and then obviously that'll be weathered all in there with oils and stuff and whatever else. They've got Edwards for masks on. I'd like to say aerial rod there, or whatever it is, and then this one here, that one's broken and flung off, so I can't see the extra little bit that's on, so I'm just leaving it as it is, and that one's been restuck on numerous times. But I do actually know that these actually at the bottom here are radio masts, so there, so on them there. The wheel broke off at the bottom, so that's had to be fixed back in. These have broken too, so I've had to fix them back on. So all in all, guys, as you can tell, it's just been a nightmare of a build. The sort of cockpit entrance for the crew here, it drops down and there's a double machine gun that comes out there. I've just glued with the white glue again, because I'm actually going to have that hanging down, because the cockpit has been weathered and pigmented and all sorts. Let's put it that side. The decals on the back part of the fuselage is black, however they should be white, but they ripped when I took them out of the water. And then also, as I was putting the markings on that part, these are actually 3 decals, so that's 1, that's 2, and that's a 3rd. The first decal ripped, just obliterated in the water. I never even touched it. I put it in the water, went to get it, and it just separated. So I've had to sort of mix those up. These tiny little ones are okay, but if you look really close, they're like sort of massively off the fuselage. Now I've added numerous bits of microsol set and sol. I've added a bit of Tamiya thinner X20A, and I've also gone a bit of old school method and added a bit of vinegar in with water, and that still hasn't flattened them out at all. So we'll see how they look after another coat of gloss. The main decals that I want to work are the ones on the front of the propellers, because they're yellow and because they've been painted blue. The main tips, I want them to look proper, but of course, because you want something to work, it won't. The identification light here, as I was cutting it, pinged off somewhere. The glass bit did, and wherever it's gone I don't know, so I can't find that, so I've had to use the crystal clear to fill that gap and let it dry and then paint it. What else has happened? As you can tell, anything and anything has happened with this kit. So yeah, the paint obviously isn't the greatest of jobs for me. I just sort of, when I was painting, sort of lost my mojo a bit. A couple of places it's sort of overspray's come out, but to be fair, I'm just got at the stage now with this kit where I just want it done. So I'm sort of kind of finding myself rushing a little bit, I think. But yeah, what else is there to be done and said? But yeah, I think that's really it, to be fair. Like I say, I've just, perhaps because I'm trying to get back into my mojo with aircraft, and that's what I want to do at the minute, and I'm desperately trying to get one done properly. I think that's perhaps why I'm thinking they're not particularly great. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, so that's about it really, guys, at the minute. It's coming on slowly catching monkey, or whatever you say. So yeah, there you go, guys. So hope you're all well, hope you all stay safe, and may the force be with you.